Jack Daniels at the Boxers Training Channel, and I realized that I am late, totally late. Something like what? Hour and a half? No, excuse me, 2 hours and a half. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm a little late. And I'm quite sure after you hear the story, it's gonna be really something for y'all to consider later on down the line when you get in the position where you got to get another upgrade your iPhone or think the company the carrier that you pay your fees to are doing the right thing and trying to make you or put you in a better position. But that really ain't the case, right? Now I was under that like-minded impression before I went to AT&T and upgraded my devices. Got the Apple Watch, got the iPad 10 generation, and the iPod, no, excuse me, iPhone 15, right? Now, when I went into this situation, I went into the situation trying to reduce my bill, right? Because now, be realistic. I am the realistic type, right? Anything to put me in a position where I'm going to pay less on my bills and more on myself. And I would think that everybody would be like minded in that regard. So, I went into that situation with that thought process. Now, I noted that the iPod and the iPhone are instruments that we use daily, right? But do we have a service fee associated with both devices? You do. For the iPad, it's $20 a month, and for the iPhone, I think it's $5 to $10 a month. But why would you do that when you can go in the store and buy that iPad and don't have a service fee? Because you can connect your iPod, as is the case with your iPhone, to your Wi-Fi, right? So basically, that $20 a month fee that you're paying for that iPod, you really don't need it. But AT&T, which is my carrier, they're not going to tell you that. The only reason I know because I had a conversation with AT&T today, and I was pretty livid at the fact that they had three different quotes for the same devices, right? Three different phone calls, three different quotes. Each quote went up and up and up. Started at 162, went to 192 to 197. Now, the 162 was with taxes. The other two was without taxes. And at this juncture, I'm so livid at the fact that somewhere these people have played on my intelligence, right? But once I get into the thought process of breaking this stuff down, I come to find out that I don't need a Wi-Fi. I don't need an iPod service associated with my Apple iPod. I can run it off the Wi-Fi like I've been doing for the last 5 years for before this device, this iPod got old. The same thing applies to the iPhone. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is make sure you pay attention to what you do before you spend your money. Because in this system that we live in, this capitalistic system, right, it's all about the money. It's all about the dollar bill. You feel me? So pay close attention to what you involve yourself in when it comes to the dollar bill. Because in this country that we live in, that we love so much, right, we fall up under the capitalistic rule, right, which entails that if I can capitalize on you, I'm going to do it. And that is what the capitalistic rule, the capitalistic system is about. It's common sense analogy. Capitalize, man. I'm gonna capitalize on it if you let me. You know what I'm saying? That means if you let me intellectually trick you, I'm gonna trick you out your paper, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the system that we live in. Contrary to that fact, I'm taking all my devices back and going back to the same system that I initially had. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the intelligent thing and go buy my wife an Apple phone and buy me an iPad, right? Therefore, I eliminate the the proceeds for the services that I would use if I went to AT&T and used their services. That makes sense to y'all? I'm quite sure it do. It better, because if you don't pay attention to what I'm telling you, not only about your phones and your devices, about anything when it comes to purchasing or buying something in this system that we live in. Because at the end of the day, again, I'm gonna capitalize on your part if you let me. So let's get to some boxing. Devin the Dream Haney and Teofimo Lopez are in serious negotiations to fight in 2025, which is a promising thing based on the fact that Devin Haney has been chasing literally Teofimo Lopez for the last 5 years that I know of. Right? They've been Devin Dream Haney been calling out Teofimo Lopez forever, and Teofimo Lopez has avoided Devin Haney at all costs. In a realistic scheme of things, he has ducked Devin Haney at all costs. Now, that being said, let's hope that Teofimo Lopez has got the scrotums now necessary to get in the ring with the Dream Haney, right? I want to see that fight, and I know the world wants to see that fight because there's a lot of back and forth when it comes to both fighters. And when it comes to Devin Dream Haney, his loss to Ryan Garcia, and when it comes to Teofimo Lopez and all the controversy associated with his what I call racial profiling, because that's all it is. You know what I mean? Teofimo Lopez has found a niche that he thinks is applicable to making him relevant. Because right now, in my highly educated opinion, Teofimo Lopez isn't relevant. Right? He actually, other than Josh Taylor and the one and only Vasily Lomachenko, right? Other than them two, who else does he have on his resume? Why would anybody really care to see Teofimo Lopez if he had fought Josh Taylor and the greatest Lomachenko? So I said that to say this. We need to see this fight. We need to see if Teofimo Lopez is as good as he represents himself to be. Now, I know in my walk with boxing that Devin the Dream Haney, contrary to the fact that there's a lot of chatter out there about Devin Haney is pillow-fisted, he can't take a punch and all that guy. Devin the Dream Haney has the ability to be great. I know this, right? Because I, at one time, had the capability of being great. I squandered that away myself, right? Devin the Dream Haney isn't squandering his greatness away. I squandered my greatness away, right? By doing stupid stuff when I done said this once, I'm going to say it again. I was good. Damn good. You feel me? I mean, damn good. So, that being said, we want to get behind the promoters in this regard and try to push them, kick them into making this fight. We want to see these two jokers in the ring. That being said, now I need y'all to hit that subscription button, man. I need y'all to share my videos with your friends and relatives so I can get my watch hours up so I can be relevant. Right now, I am not relevant, but I am not letting that be the reason for being in and out with my podcast, right? I love what I do. I love boxing. I love running my mouth about boxing. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. So, I need y'all to hit that subscription button, hit the like button, make sure you share my video with your friends, and really, if you got any scrotums, right? Oh, yeah, I know it's easy to find an excuse for not participating in this, but have some scrotums and help the brother out. Now, drop a comment in the comment section. Can you? And let me know what y'all think about that fight between Teofimo Lopez, the potential fight between Teofimo Lopez, because it's in serious negotiations at this juncture. And that is a fact about the negotiations, right? I know personally that is a fact. So, drop a comment in the comment section and tell me what y'all think about that fight being made. On that note, you know what time it is. I'm out.